This is the road to 2019, where we've been tracking every twist and turn in the build-up to the big general elections that are, of course, coming in 2019. Now, I suspect over the next few weeks, we're going to get increasingly taking a very close look at all that's happening in Madhya Pradesh and Rajasthan and the various factors, Telangana also, the various factors that are affecting these particular elections. But a couple of very noteworthy developments have happened this week, which I think we should turn our attention to and also try and assess how they may affect the general elections. And first of all, it's a theme that we keep coming back to again and again, and that's the Mayawati factor. Many people say, but why is Mayawati even considered an important factor in the 2019 election? She didn't get any real seats last time, so why is everyone making such a big, song and dance about Mayawati? And we're going to answer that question on this particular show. So when Mayawati says, for example, she's not partnering in places like Madhya Pradesh, that has certain repercussions, because that gets people to scratch their heads and say what might or might not then happen in 2019, and especially in a place like Uttar Pradesh. So that's really one of the key questions, I think, and we'll tell you why we think it's a key question. And of course, some opinion polls have been done this week, notably by ABP News C-Voter, and they seem to be painting a very rosy picture for the BJP. Some of the permutations and combinations, though, that emerged from that particular opinion poll also match some of the scenario matchings that we've been doing on the road to 2019. So we'll take you through all of that. But first, let me welcome the special guests that we have here with us. Sandeep Mahapatra is, a member of the RSS, often been here with us to tell us exactly what's happening. Mohammad Khan from the Congress Party is going to tell us whether he's somewhat concerned about Behan Mayawati one way or the other. Anil Kumar Jha, leader of the BJP, great to have you with us. Juhi Singh, spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party. As I keep saying, that particular alliances, you've got all of our eyes focused on that, and indeed that's the way it should be. Sabah Naqvi, one of our top political analysts and commentators, it's great to have you with us as well. And Anubhav Chak joining us, member of the Bahujan Samaj Party. So thank you all so much for being with us. Let me get straight into, first of all, the big question. Let's just look at the Mayawati factor and the BSP factor, first of all, in states like Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh and the others, and then we'll take a look at why it potentially matters also for the main general elections. Let's take Chhattisgarh, for example. This is what happened last time, right? The BJP got 49 seats, Congress got 39 seats. It was 41% for the BJP, 40.3% for the Congress Party. Now, why does the Bahujan Samaj Party become so important in elections? It's because the BSP had 4.3% seats. The BSP tends to have votes which are fairly well spread out across the country. Now, the BSP being part of a Mahagathbandhan, and it's normally a transferable vote, would have meant in Chhattisgarh, Congress just added 40.3 plus 4.3, 44.6. Now, theoretically, that may give the Congress Party an edge, even if nothing else happens. Now, you can argue that, and that's what we're going to discuss. Lots of permutations and combinations. Should you add those votes? Does it transfer? And so on and so forth. Let's look at another state for the BSP factor. Take Madhya Pradesh, for example. Now, a landslide victory for the BJP, no doubt, 165 seats. Congress way behind at 58. Bahujan Samaj Party just getting 4 seats. But the vote shares were these, and I'm talking about, of course, 2013. BJP 44.9, so that's about 45% vote. Congress 36.5% of the vote out there. But the Bahujan Samaj Party got 6.3. Now you add the Congress and the Bahujan Samaj Party, now that suddenly you're talking about 42.8. So it's not that far behind what the BJP got in that landslide victory. And remember, the BSP's votes are somewhat concentrated in the Bundelkhand areas or in the areas which are Jyotiraditya Scindia's main area, Bhind, Morena, Guna, those sort of areas. So potentially it could have an impact and it could start swinging a large number of seats. And now we're talking about here states like Chhattisgarh and Madhya Pradesh, which are really not BSP strongholds. When you look at Uttar Pradesh, a whole different kettle of fish altogether. अनुभव जी, क्या आपको लगता है इन सब वजहों की वजह से ही बहन मायावती जो भी करेंगी 2019 में चुनाव के लिए बहुत ही महत्वपूर्ण फैक्टर होगा, खास तौर से उत्तर प्रदेश में जो वहाँ 80 सीटें हैं, भाजपा को 70 सीटें मिली थी, अगर आप अलायंस को जोड़ेंगे तो 73 करीबन सीटें मिली थी। क्या आपको लगता है इसी वजह से लोग बार बार कह रहे हैं जो मायावती करेंगी वो एक बहुत अहम फैक्टर होगा 2019 के इलेक्शन में?
देखिए बहन जी जो है सिर्फ उत्तर प्रदेश में ही नहीं, बहुजन समाज पार्टी का वोट पूरे देश में प्रत्येक राज्य में कुछ ना कुछ प्रतिशत में है। जैसे अभी आपने बताया मध्य प्रदेश में 6% के ऊपर, छत्तीसगढ़ में 4.5% के आसपास। तो और सबसे बड़ी खास बात यह है कि जो बहुजन समाज पार्टी का वोटर है वो बहन जी का एक इशारा जिस तरफ भी हो जाता है उस तरफ 100% पूरी तरीके से मूव कर जाता है। ऐसा किसी और पार्टी के नेता में करने की क्षमता नहीं है, ये बहन जी साबित कर चुकी हैं कई बार। इसलिए बहन जी फैक्टर सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट हो जाता है इस देश के अंदर। और इस बात को गठबंधन के लिए जो भी दल गठबंधन करना चाहते तो उनको समझना चाहिए था।
नहीं तो एक चीज बताइए, ये जो फैसला लिया गया बहुजन समाज पार्टी की तरफ से कि आप किसी के साथ अलायंस नहीं करेंगे और जिसकी वजह से इतने सारे लोग सोच रहे हैं अब क्या होगा, महागठबंधन का क्या होगा, ये खास इन्हीं राज्य चुनाव के लिए ये फैसला लिया गया है कि इसके लिए इससे हम कोई इशारा लें 2019 के लिए भी?
देखिए अभी तक क्योंकि हम लोग तो बहुजन समाज पार्टी के समर्पित कार्यकर्ता हैं, माननीय बहन जी ने जो अभी बात कही है उन्होंने सीधे सीधे ये कहा कि अभी कोई गठबंधन नहीं होने जा रहा है। साथ ही साथ बहन जी ने जो प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस करी थी उसमें बहन जी ने अपनी पीड़ा भी बताई थी किस तरीके से कांग्रेस के नेता, बड़बोले नेता किस तरीके का उल्टा सीधा बयान देकर उनकी छवि धूमिल करने का प्रयास कर रहे थे। अगर गठबंधन करने की साफ नियत के साथ कांग्रेस अध्यक्ष को प्रयास करना होता तो वो उन नेताओं पर जिन्होंने इस तरीके के बयान दिए थे उन पर कार्रवाई करके, सख्त कार्रवाई करके कोई संदेश देते। जैसे माननीय बहन जी ने, अगर आपको याद हो, जयप्रकाश सिंह को एक राष्ट्रीय उपाध्यक्ष बनाया था और नेशनल कोऑर्डिनेटर बनाया था। उन्होंने लखनऊ के कार्यक्रम में राहुल गांधी और सोनिया गांधी के खिलाफ एक टिप्पणी करी थी और उस टिप्पणी मात्र पर बहन जी ने सख्त एक्शन लिया था। उनको पार्टी के सभी पदों से भी हटा दिया गया था, साथ ही साथ उनको पार्टी से निष्कासन भी किया था। इस तरीके को अनुशासनात्मक कार्रवाई करके एक अच्छा संदेश देता तो भविष्य में गठबंधन की एक रूपरेखा तैयार हो सकती थी। दूसरी बात, उसके आगे बढ़ते हुए अभी कमलनाथ जी ने बयान दिया है कि बहुजन समाज पार्टी अगर हमारे साथ अलायंस नहीं करती उससे हमको मध्य प्रदेश, छत्तीसगढ़ में कहीं कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ रहा है। साथ ही साथ सत्यव्रत चतुर्वेदी ने भी अपना बयान दिया है। इस तरीके के नेता अगर बयान देते रहे तो गठबंधन होने से पहले अगर कहा जाए तो कुछ ना कुछ कड़वाहट बढ़ जाएगी और ये कड़वाहट यहाँ तक बढ़ सकती है कि हमें लगता है गठबंधन होने में दिक्कतें आएंगी। इस तरीके से तो
गठबंधन
राहुल गांधी भले ही कह रहे हो गठबंधन 2019 में हो जाएगा।
ऑलराइट, ये मैं आपसे एक सवाल पूछूं कि आपकी जो नाराजगी है मध्य प्रदेश में और छत्तीसगढ़ में, तो कांग्रेस के साथ नाराजगी है। जिस अलायंस पे सबकी नजरें हैं वो आपका समाजवादी पार्टी से जो अलायंस है उत्तर प्रदेश में उस पर है, क्योंकि उसका काफी महत्व पड़ सकता है। जितने भी अगर आप एनालिसिस देखेंगे तो 30-40 सीट का शायद फर्क पड़ सकता है अगर आपका समाजवादी पार्टी से अलायंस बरकरार रहे। समाजवादी पार्टी से आपकी कोई शिकायतें हैं कि सब ठीक ठाक है? मैं जूही जी से भी पूछने वाला हूँ।
नहीं, देखिए बिल्कुल सब सही है और जो बात अभी आपने कही 30-40 सीटों का फर्क पड़ सकता है, हम तो उससे ज्यादा की बात कर रहे हैं। इस तालमेल से क्या फर्क पड़ सकता है? वो गोरखपुर में जो कि मुख्यमंत्री की जीती हुई स्वयं की सीट थी, उप मुख्यमंत्री की सीट फूलपुर जो थी, वहां पर अरे जिस मुख्यमंत्री का 4 साल का कार्यकाल बाकी था उसको वहां की जनता ने उस सीट पर धूल चटा दी। तो वो साफ दिखाता है कि अगर ये गठबंधन सतही रूप से हो जाता है तो उसका परिणाम चौंकाने वाला आएगा। आप 40 की सीटों की बात कर रहे हैं, हमें लगता है 60+ सीटें जो है हम लोग पाएंगे अगर गठबंधन होता है तो।
संभव जरूर है। मैं भाजपा के लोगों से भी पूछूंगा कि वो आपकी बात से सहमत हैं कि नहीं है जी। पर 1 मिनट में हम सुन लेते हैं, 2 मिनट। मायावती ने अपने प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस में क्या कहा था और उससे क्या हम लोग इशारे शायद पाए 2019 के लिए।
मध्य प्रदेश और राजस्थान में हमारी पार्टी कांग्रेस पार्टी के साथ मिलकर किसी भी कीमत पर चुनाव नहीं लड़ेगी। ईमानदारी से गठबंधन के साथ चुनाव लड़ने के लिए भी कांग्रेस पार्टी अभी हमें तैयार नहीं लगती है।
Okay, let me just open up the conversation a bit. Mohammed Khan, let me ask you. You know, the Congress party has long been accused of being great at snatching defeat from the jaws of victory. Now, it's not exactly a victory out here yet, but it was a potentially strong position for you. And it may, if you are wanting to tie up a Mahagathbandhan, getting Mayawati on your side is particularly important. Do you think it's this week will be remembered as a week which may well be an important turning point in the battle for 2019?
Well, now, but as time progresses, we'll see that this wasn't a very significant development as a part of the whole. मैं अपने बसपा के मित्र से एक बात कहना चाहता हूँ, उन्होंने काफ़ी बातें कही। मैं उनसे इतना ही कहूँगा, अभी हताश होने की कोई ज़रूरत नहीं, 6 महीने बाकी हैं। और जिस आदर और सम्मान के साथ राहुल जी ने हमेशा बहन मायावती के बारे में बात की है और अखिलेश भाई के बारे में भी बात की है, वो दिखाता है कि हमारा मकसद, हमारी मंशा क्या है। हम लोगों ने हमेशा ये माना है कि अगर हम साथ खड़े रहते हैं तो हम बिल्कुल साथ मजबूत हैं। हमने ये भी माना है कि हम सक्षम हैं अकेले चुनाव लड़ने के लिए, कांग्रेस तैयार है, चाहे गठबंधन हो चाहे ना हो। मगर कांग्रेस ये भी मानती है, पॉलिटिक्स, अच्छी पॉलिटिक्स का एक नियम है कि दोस्त बनाते चलो। हम लोगों को पूरा भरोसा है कि हम एक ऐसा विकल्प देंगे बसपा को और सपा दोनों को कि राजस्थान और मध्य प्रदेश के चुनाव के बाद उन्हें भी अच्छा लगेगा हमारे साथ गठबंधन करने में। बट आई विल से दिस एज वेल, आई विल से दिस, look, he is right. Mayawati ji has behaved in a very above board manner. She removed a guy who disparaged Rahul ji. Even in the speech where she spoke against the Congress, she made a pointed reference to Rahul ji and Sonia ji, where she pointed out that she has nothing but the highest regard for them. That is a very important fact that needs to be taken into consideration. We believe that Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh have their own mathematics. We've discussed this on this channel before, and as you summarized, with a 4% vote share in one state and a 6% vote share in another state, the mathematics didn't add up. We have to defer to the wisdom of the local leaders.
Except that she may have well expected you to make certain concessions in these states so that you have a foot in the door in Uttar Pradesh. And I'm just going to...
Can I just say one line? But it is in these states that we must show the people that the Congress has a vision, that the Congress will win, which is what every indication proves right now, though I wouldn't want to jinx it.
So maybe you didn't want to leave too many seats
we want to give them that option.
That is that's potentially a valid point. I'm going to broaden this to everybody else, but Johi ji, I just want to turn to you next. Yes. The health of the Uttar Pradesh alliance, which I have to tell you the entire opposition is eyeing on a weekly basis, because that, I guess, is the crucial question around which it's perhaps early to make a prediction like this, but maybe not. It may well turn out to be the case that the whole of the 2019 election will eventually swing on just one factor. And this is a big prediction to make, but it's probably not unwarranted. Yes. The whole of the 2019 election may end up swinging on one factor. Does the BSP Samajwadi Party alliance hold in Uttar Pradesh or not? Would you agree with that?
The BSP and the Samajwadi Party alliance is already working very, very effectively and efficiently. Now, we are talking about a leader, Mayawati ji, who's been very outspoken, and I would like to point out, who writes her own speeches. So, every word in her speech means something. What she has pointed out, that these are the impediments of working with the Congress, are something we've been saying more politely post 2017. The Samajwadi Party says that the national president, that you should have a larger heart, accommodate the regional parties, the landscape has changed, we are stronger. So, if you want a slice where we are stronger, then please consider accommodating us in places where we might have smaller and regional influences. So, it's really up to the Congress party whether it wants to come into a pre-poll alliance with us or not. Samajwadi Party and BSP are going and working on an alliance very effectively in UP, and we will ensure what central government forms in Delhi and who is the Prime Minister of India. Okay.
As I get everyone else, if someone's wondering why are we saying that the entire 2019 election could end up swinging on this one factor, here it is. You've seen this analysis on this particular program, Road to 2019, many times before. Again underlined by that ABP, C voter poll, Desh Ka Mood survey that was done just a day back. Just look at the numbers which that particular survey throws up. Lok Sabha seat projections in Uttar Pradesh, if the Bahujan Samaj Party contests alone, so there's no SP-BSP alliance, what are the numbers? NDA gets 70 seats, 70 seats, virtually the same as last time. UPA 2, 8 others. So that's it. It's almost game, set and match then for Narendra Modi. With 70 seats in Uttar Pradesh, it's a fairly invincible position. Same state, nothing else changes as of today, and this is what their survey has said, what the situation on the ground would be today. Forget about any swing or anything. If the Samajwadi Party and the Bahujan Samaj Party alliance stays in place, the NDA goes from 70 down to 36, and the SP and the BSP together get 42. And the UPA, that means the Congress Party, gets 2 seats. That's if the SP and the BSP are in an alliance. Third possibility, if there is indeed a Mahagathbandhan, if all these parties come together, then of course it's a complete and total landslide for them. Here are the numbers. The Grand Alliance, so it means the Congress, the SP and the BSP, if they're together, will get 56 seats. The NDA is down to 24. 70 to 24. That's really what happens in UP if this particular alliance holds together or doesn't hold together. Sabha, you've looked at this situation. I'm just getting you in as a commentator before I broaden it, throw it open to everyone else. I want to get the BJP's view also.
Yeah.
This particular alliance, we've done this math on this show earlier, borne out once again by that opinion poll that was done just a day or so back. Is that pretty much the way you would still read it in Uttar Pradesh? And 2019 election, will this alliance hold or will it not hold?
I think Mayawati has to have an alliance with some party. Otherwise, she'll be down to 0 seats with having 20% of the vote share. So at this point, certainly the SP, because Akhilesh has gone out on a limb to try and accommodate her, there is, however, relentless pressure coming from other forces, that is directly, of course, from the BJP, but from the vote-cutting forces, which is a strategy that the Bharatiya Janata Party applies very effectively. And I refer, therefore, to the emergence of Shipal Yadav, backed by Amar Singh, who has sworn vengeance. Now, by themselves, these people don't have that much. But when Akhilesh Yadav concedes 40+ seats, then his party has organizational strength across UP. There will be some discontent and all of this. So that can happen under normal circumstances. However, supposing the assembly elections show us that there is a wave kind of anti-Modi feeling anti-BJP feeling, I would say, not Modi yet, in states, and those that oppose the BJP have some life, have the potential of winning, then chemistry changes very quickly. Then these details of vote-cutting forces and all will not count so much, but it can count. I think Mayawati, what happened in this round is that the Congress leadership wanted to have an alliance with her, but because it's not a very strong leadership, the state leaders did not actually listen to them. Mr. Kamalnath is virtually funding his own campaign. It is not like the Bharatiya Janata Party, the Congress, that is providing resources or cadre to anyone. Everyone has to do it on their own. So basically, broadly, the state leaders did not agree to concede. They all had loyalists who they want to give tickets to. The Congress in Madhya Pradesh senses an opportunity. In Rajasthan, they didn't want to give it away. So, but it's been a loss for them because they're not going to, nobody is going to give them too many seats in Uttar Pradesh. Okay. I mean, what is the Congress in UP?
I mean, Sabha's point that
did to give them too many seats, you know.
Did your state unions ride roughshod over the central leadership? And have we lost an opportunity?
No, absolutely not. In fact, I respectfully and completely disagree with Sabhaji. It's a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation. If Rahulji doesn't intervene and defers to the wisdom of the local leaders, he is not a strong leader according to her. But if he does intervene, then you are not allowing your local regional satraps to prosper. It's an argument that we can't seem to win with the elite media of Delhi. But this is not a new thing. Our obituaries have been written.
The Congress party is now starting, having heard Lutyens media for the last so many years.
That's why I didn't say Lutyens, I said elite. But I say that in the nicest sense.
Here we go again. Now the Congress is starting.
We have heard the obituaries of the Congress being written for the last 3 years. From December of last year till now, it is a fact that the Congress has prospered in every single election, starting from Gujarat till now. That is why the BJP is nervous about a Mahagathbandhan. That is why they are trying to sabotage a Mahagathbandhan from taking place. And that is why they know that the writing is on the wall. They come with an expiry date.
You are aware that the Congress has not won. No. You are aware that the Congress has
Ma'am,
not won any election
Ma'am,
since
Gujarat,
2013
despite
except
the
in
odds
Punjab.
that we were facing,
So a great deal of humility is
Karnataka,
required,
despite
sir,
the odds that were
before you
facing, to
talk
borrow a
about
phrase from
Lutyens
you, we
media.
wrested
Anyway, carry
victory
on,
from
huh?
the jaws of defeat.
Nothing,
We
except
fought
Uttarakhand
everything
and
they threw at us,
Punjab.
and we formed the
Sorry,
government
there
in
is
no
Karnataka.
victory.
Karnataka, we
Uttarakhand
formed the government in
and
Karnataka
Punjab.
despite all
Well,
odds.
okay, I've got
And
Daneshali
ultimately,
right now. The JDS, who
11
knows?
by
He'll have something to
elections
say
in
about
Lok Sabha.
wresting. What
I
happened
mean,
in Karnataka?
you can
Daneshali is
state
going to
facts
tell
to
us
suit a
about.
narrative, but you can't keep changing it to suit one particular narrative that the
you
Congress
can't-
is irrelevant.
But hang
That's
on,
not a fair.
when you're
that's
saying
not
that
a fair
why are
narrative
people
at
writing the
all.
obituaries of the Congress party? It's because, okay, maybe it'll change after Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh. Very possible.
Yeah.
And we will go on discussing what you can possibly do to win it in Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh. But as of the moment, you haven't won a state by yourself or an election by yourself since, well, many years.
Well, may I remind you that out of the 19
2013,
states in which
Punjab,
they
yes,
claim
but
to be
other
in
than
power, how many of them are with an alliance? How many of them in a northeastern state, they're barely there on one seat? So, again,
But
alliances
at
are a
least they've been
reality.
winning. All right, I don't want to get the BJP in on this. Now, given the stakes around Mayawati, given the stakes around what possibly could happen in Uttar Pradesh and the Mahagathbandhan, is it something that the BJP also thinks is one of the most important questions to look at? What is it that is happening with Mayawati, and can we try and get her across to our side?
मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि जब दृष्टि में दोष होता है तो विकल्पों की तलाश नहीं होती। ये जब गठबंधन एक साथ बैठा था और हमें भी उम्मीद नहीं थी कि ये इतनी जल्दी बिखरने की कगार पर आ जाएगा। बहरहाल इनका आंतरिक मामला है, मायावती जी क्या सोचती हैं, और मुझे लगता है कांग्रेस के मामले में ऐसा है, कांग्रेस एक पुरानी पार्टी है, बूढ़े पिता की तरह है। इसके कुछ लीडर एक नए पुत्र की तरह हैं जो अपने बूढ़े पिता की बात नहीं मानते और कुछ भी कहते हैं, और उसके बारे में जो दृष्टिकोण दूसरे दलों का होता है वो ऐसा हो जाता है कि नहीं, हमारा पर विश्वास नहीं है। और आप देखिए सिद्धांततः अभी चल क्या रहा है, एक व्यक्ति या एक दल को रोकने के लिए जो पार्टियों के विचार कभी आपस में नहीं मिले वो एक साथ मंच पर आके खड़े होना चाहते हैं। ये भारत के एक राजनीतिक सिद्धांत की नई परिपाटी को शुरुआत करने वाले ऐसे लोग हैं। लेकिन तो भी हमें इनके दल में क्या चल रहा है, ये लोग गठबंधन करेंगे नहीं करेंगे, इससे कोई मतलब नहीं है। हम तैयार हैं। आने वाले 2019 में भारतीय जनता पार्टी और हमारे लीडर प्रधानमंत्री श्री मोदी देश के सर्वाधिक लोकप्रिय नेता हैं, और मेरा मानना है कि मायावती जी ने क्या निर्णय लेना है या ले रही हैं मध्य प्रदेश में, छत्तीसगढ़ में या अन्य राज्यों में जहां पर विधानसभा के चुनाव होने हैं, लेकिन हमारा मानना है कि वंचित समाज को लेकर के जो लोग दावेदारी करते रहे हैं और उसके बाद उन्होंने ना वंचित समाज के लीडर्स को आगे खड़ा किया है, हमने बाबा साहब भीमराव अंबेडकर के जो ड्रीम थे उसको पंच तत्वों को लेकर के आए हैं और वहीं पर हम काम कर रहे हैं। और आप देखें, नहीं देखिए एक मिनट
वाले बाबा साहब की बात कर
देखिए,
रहे हैं।
आपको
श्रीमान जी,
मैं बीएसपी के लोगों के लिए हैरान हूँ जब बाबा साहब की हम बात करते हैं, क्या बाबा साहब के विषय पे बोलने का कॉन्ट्रैक्ट क्या इन लोगों ने ही ले रखा है क्या?
45 दलों
5 पंचतत्व बाबा साहब की शिक्षा कहाँ होगी,
एक दल के नहीं,
दीक्षा कहाँ होगी, उनका जन्म कहाँ था, अंतिम समय कहाँ बिताया और कहाँ पर उनकी मृत्यु हुई, प्रमाणिक रूप से हमने तय किया है। दलित राष्ट्रपति हमने बनाया है, भारत के अंदर दलित राष्ट्रपति हमने दिया है आज।
आप क्या बात कर रहे हैं?
और ये हमने देखा कि वंचित समाज फ्रंट फुट पर आकर के राजनीति में सक्रिय रूप से काम कर सकते हैं।
When the BSP,
किस तरीके से
देखिए बाबा साहब सिर्फ किसी एक दल के नहीं थे, बाबा साहब इस देश का दर्शन थे
सबको छुपा
और उस वंचित समाज के लिए भारतीय जनता पार्टी काम करती रही है।
One second. Anybody watching this will think they've stumbled onto the wrong channel, so I'm just going to pause this just for a minute. Hang on one second.
कितने आपने प्रदेशों में मुख्यमंत्री शूद्र समाज से बना रखा है।
Okay,
आप
अनुभव
राष्ट्रपति
जी,
बनाने की बात कर रहे हैं, राष्ट्रपति के पास पावर क्या होती? जी
Okay, Anubhav ji, yeah, I'm just going to pause this just for a second. I mean, I think whenever the rest of the parties see the BSP and the BJP fighting, everyone's face probably lights up and says, wow, that's great, that's exactly what we want to keep going. Just want to quickly come to you, Danesh, just for a second before I take a break, and I'm going to come back then to Sandeep and broaden the discussion. Quick reality check. We're talking about how the Congress is treating all of its alliance partners. Since you're the most recent of them, how is that particular honeymoon or whatever it is going, how is it going in Karnataka?
Vikram, actually the political pundits are misreading. See, there was no Mahagathbandhan, no alliance of Congress and BSP. तो महागठबंधन बिखरने का सवाल ही पैदा नहीं होता. There was only pre-poll alliance between JDS and Bahujan Samaj Party, and post-poll alliance between JDS and Congress. We are running a smooth government headed by JDS leader Mr. Kumaraswamy. Congress is having a deputy chief minister and other ministers, and Bahujan Samaj Party is representing a minister there. BSP nominee is a education minister. So that is the Gadbandhan there. In other states, alliance has not taken place. But at the same time, I can only assure you on this channel, the leaders who participated on our invitation in Bangalore in the swearing-in ceremony of Mr. H.D. Kumaraswamy, all of them has the same resolve to remove this anti-people, anti-farmer, anti-youth, anti-common man BJP government headed by Mr. Narendra Modi. So just wait. Don't read too much if in some state the alliance between Congress and BSP has not happened. But the goal is same. That we have to remove this anti-people government, and it will be done. You don't worry.
Don't read too much into it. Don't read too much into it is what you are saying. Well, okay, we'll take a break and we'll come back. We'll discuss it some more, and then we will finally see whether we should be reading more into it or not reading more into it. Lots more needs to be said on this subject, including by Sandeep Mahapatra. So we're going to come back just after this break and have it further chat. All right. This is the road to 2019, and we're really getting, stuck into that really big question, which may well be one of the most important factors in the 2019 election. What's going to be happening with the BSP? And in case you're just switching on your TV set, it's worth repeating. The reason why everyone keeps talking about Mayawati and the BSP factor is not because of the number of seats that she got in 2014 or in the next assembly election in UP. It's because of the votes that the BSP has and the possibility of transferring them in other states, and above all, the health of the BSP Samajwadi Party alliance in Uttar Pradesh, which, as we were just showing you a short while back, may well mean a difference of maybe 40 to 50 seats, one way or the other, if that alliance holds together or if that alliance for any reason breaks. We've been told by both the SP and the BSP, all is hunky-dory between them for the moment in Uttar Pradesh, and we will see if that continues. Sandeep Mahapatra, let's come to the BSP factor in the rest of the country in a couple of minutes. It's important, but would you agree with me that the real place where it is crucial for the opposition would be the SP and the BSP sticking together?
Any party for that matter. UP would be a major a reason to look for, because there are 80 seats. The largest number of seats are there.
No, but this time in UP, it's very, normally we'll say, okay, what's going to swing? Is the government popular? Is the government not popular? Anti-incumbency, Modi factor, Modi versus Rahul. All of those factors are factors that will be considered in every state.
Correct.
That's what the election is going to be fought and lost on. UP this time in 2019 is slightly different, because in addition to all those factors, there's a ceteris paribus thing, everything else remaining the same. SP and BSP hold together. It has one outcome. SP and BSP fight separately. It's a landslide victory for the BJP. That's at least what the numbers seem to be indicating right now.
The C voter survey that you spoke about, at least it says so. So there are 2-3 things that we need.
And that number, by the way, it's not just a C voter survey. That same thing is done. If you even go back to 2015.
Yes, if you add up the votes here, yes.
Go back to 2014 election, no swing, add the numbers, same thing happens.
But the point which we need to keep in mind, Vikram, is what Mayawati ji said 2 days back during her press conference. 2-3 of those I'll just summarize before you. The first thing she said was, Congress wants to finish BSP. Congress has used the Dalits. Congress is a casteist and communal party. So this is the premise on which she gave a press conference. Having said that, it is time that will tell us whether or not BSP, SP and Congress will get into a Mahagadbandhan. Number one is that. Number two is talking about the seats here. There are 80 seats in UP. So how many seats, if at all this Mahagadbandhan is going to happen, how many seats the Congress is going to get? How many seats the BSP and SP will have between themselves? So these are issues, larger issues which have to be sorted out. So number one is
let's not just look at data. Let's answer that same question right now. And let's again come back to, as I said, the ABP, C voter survey that was just done, to maybe see if we can get an answer to that question. So here's the big difference comes in SP and BSP, right? That's where the NDA suddenly comes down from 70 all the way down to 36 if the Samajwadi Party and the Bahujan Samaj Party are together, right? That's the biggest factor. From 36, if the Congress also joins the alliance, it's a smaller delta, but the delta, then the number moves from 36 to 24. If the ABP, if the sea water survey is to be believed. So it's for the NDA, for the BJP, it's 36 to 24 if the Congress also joins the alliance, but it's 70 to 36 if the Samajwadi Party and the Bahujan Samaj Party.
So the point, Vikram, is who gets how many seats. See, the fight is going to look, why I am saying this is, if you look at the history of our country, there have been major alliances of this kind of whatever has been projected to be in certain circumstances. In the 60s, when the first time there is an anti-Congress movement that started, at that point in time, please remember that the socialists joined hands with the Jan Sangh. In 1977, because of the anti-emergency movement that started, at that point in time, the Jan Sangh merged with Janata Party, because there was an objective to defeat something. In 1989, the same thing happened because BP Singh was there, and in all this period of history, if you will see, there has to be a strong leader who will be in the opposition to lead the parties who may be joining the.
Actually, can I just
joining the Gathbandhan, and just let me finish.
That's a theory, but not. Okay, so let me throw that back.
Let me finish because why I am saying this is TRS in Telangana is already saying that it has nothing to do with the Congress.
Neither
the regional parties. Please let me finish, Mr. Ali. I did not disturb you, sir. And about your talk that BSP, you and Congress are in a happy cohabitation. Please remember that not long back, the BSP minister spoke about de-weeding the Congress. Do you know that? There was a report in the press that the BSP minister in your Gathbandhan was speaking about de-weeding. So there is inherent contradiction between you. One agenda. This is an opportunistic alliance that you are talking about. There is no agenda as such. So therefore, to say that you are going to win 2019 elections, this is a far cry.
Who are helping the crony capitalists to remove these people from the country.
You talking about crony capitalism. You talking about crony capitalism. We know who are there. What about that Congress minister?
You really want to convert this into a discussion on Rafale right now?
Crony capitalism, please remove the Congress minister who has been investigated by ED and SEBI. Okay. So let's not debate things which you are not comfortable about. Let's debate about the topic that you are talking about.
Can we just stay out of the? Can we just stay above the tutu meme for just 2 minutes? Wait, 2 minutes. Peace.
No, Vikram, I didn't disturb him. You should have the patience to hear me out. Because I was making a point that there is no leader in the opposition who can rally everyone around.
Okay, so here's one second. You made a point. Now, let me come back to Johi and to the Bahujan Samaj Party.
Parliamentary democracy. We don't want to project any individual leader.
Okay.
That is your choice, sir. That is your choice.
Danish, one sec. I'm going to get you also in on that. I'm going to get all of you in on that in just a minute.
Members of Lok Sabha, and then members of Lok Sabha will elect their leader of the House, who will be the Prime Minister.
Okay. So that's the flip side of it. So here's, Johi, as you can hear, obviously the BJP would want to say, and again it comes back to having a bearing on Mayawati. Why? Because the BJP would really like to make 2019 into a Modi versus somebody else. Now, Rahul Gandhi is one possibility. Mayawati becomes another possibility. Some in the media and others already saying it's Modi versus Mayawati. I guess what the opposition will say is, why is that even necessary? We don't need, in Uttar Pradesh, it will be Samajwadi Party, Bahujan Samaj Party, and maybe the Congress Party versus the BJP, and that's the way the parliamentary election will be fought. That's what Danish Ali was just trying to say.
Vikram, that's interesting because yes, the BJP wants to make it about one individual, the Prime Minister and the Congress President. And what we've been saying is, and what we are doing is that regional forces are equally important. The BJP will be stopped in UP. That's what we are working on, and with the numbers which are out, the BJP might really brush them aside, but they are there. The Samajwadi Party and BSP are going to fight this election, and the Congress, I hope, these were Vidhan Sabha elections. I don't know what the calculation with Mayawati ji were, but with a lesser number of seats where they would understand that we are a stronger party, they would be there. They are anyway nationally a bigger party than us, but strategically we are going to determine what the outcome of the election is going to be.
Mohammed Khan, let me just put that to you. I want to come to everyone one by one. Mohammed Khan, let me just throw that to you. From the Congress Party point of view also, to the extent that you are saying, okay, Narendra Modi has to be defeated, the BJP government has to be defeated. What she's saying is, all right, maybe the Congress Party is strong in some places. We heard Rahul Gandhi even at the HT leadership this morning essentially saying, if the allies want me to be, maybe I could be, the Prime Minister. The question is, and I think that's what Danish Ali was also alluding to.
Yes.
It doesn't necessarily have to be one leader versus Narendra Modi. She's saying, and she may well be correct, it is the BJP will be stopped by the Samajwadi Party and the Bahujan Samaj Party in Uttar Pradesh, with or without the Congress Party.
Right. So here's the difference. The Congress has always had the courage of its conviction in this regard. When we went to ally with the Samajwadi Party, we settled on 1/5 of the seats in total. That proved to you that we have no personal ambition here. Ultimately, there's a larger goal that we're trying to achieve. The very idea of a Mahagathbandhan is based on a certain amount of selflessness and an objective that we must protect the constitution and ensure that the values on which this nation is built survive. And I want to say one more thing.
But if that's your philosophy, maybe you could have compromised in Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh to just tie up the Mahagathbandhan. That's
absolutely.
The point that
There are
making.
multiple factors there and they need to be taken into consideration. It must be a mutually beneficial relationship and it must ultimately also benefit the people. And if that doesn't work out, then unfortunately we have to part ways and defer, as I said again and again, to the wisdom of the local leaders. But Vikramji, the mathematics is only as good as what the people feel. I was listening to my friend from the BJP here, मेरे मित्र BJP से बोल रहे थे, वंचित समाज की बात कर रहे थे, बैकवर्ड कम्युनिटीज के बारे में, और कह रहे थे कि भाजपा जो है is now the new party speaking for them. सब पिछले 6 महीनों में आपके 6 सांसद, आपके 6 दलित सांसदों ने चिट्ठी लिखी है प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी को शिकायत करते हुए। उदित राज जी जो यहां से सांसद हैं, उन्होंने तक चिट्ठी लिखी है ये बोलते हुए, उनमें से एक ने ये भी बोला कि हमने हर वादा जो किया था दलित समाज से, एक भी वादा हमने नहीं निभाया इन 4 सालों में। और आप बात करते हैं कि हम लोग वी आर नाउ द न्यू लीडर्स। दे हैव लॉस्ट सो मच ग्राउंड इन द लास्ट 4.5 years. People have experienced a certain amount of fatigue.
That's what you will say on the campaign trail. We'll wait and see to what extent it is
ultimately they have lost all goodwill with the people, and that is what bothers the RSS. That is what bothers the BJP. Why else is the RSS and the BJP so interested in the affairs of a Gadbandhan? At least Anil ji ने तो स्वीकारा कि हमें फर्क नहीं पड़ता.
See, in a democracy, you are free to ally, but an opportunistic
is clearly
alliance,
bothered by
this country
and
has
belabored
suffered a lot.
by the
This
possibility of
country
a
has seen
Gadbandhan.
89 to 90 years. Party has won, destabilized your motto, is to encourage your fiefdoms, your family, and that is consistent for you. That a dynasty rule has to be propagated and perpetuated.
At least he has the courage to say it's not a factor, but you rattled and defended that you have to attack the Gadbandhan.
Let me get this.
I'm just pointing out.
Please,
And that is making
Anil ji.
आपको विक्रम जी प्लीज वन सेकंड लिसन मी सर विक्रम जी कांग्रेस के आप उसके विचार को उसके चरित्र को समझिए बंगाल बिहार और उत्तर प्रदेश में और यही जब पंजाब की ओर बढ़ती है या मध्य प्रदेश की तरफ बढ़ती है तो वहां पर उसका चरित्र देखिए यहां पर बेचारगी की स्थिति में है और पंजाब में ये किसी के साथ कोएलिशन या गठबंधन नहीं करेंगे क्योंकि ये इनको लगता है वहां हम ताकतवर हैं जहां कांग्रेस को लगता है हम ताकतवर हैं तो इतिहास आप उठा के देखेंगे तो चंद्रशेखर साहब का क्या हाल रहा बीपी सिंह साहब का क्या हाल हुआ कांग्रेस पार्टी का पिछले लगभग 25 से 30 वर्षों में एक अविश्वसनीय माहौल बनाया है उसने अपनी लीडरशिप के अंदर जिससे कि उसके जो अन्य दल हैं उनमें विश्वास पैदा नहीं हो पाया है कि ये हमारे साथ वफादारी करेंगे नहीं करेंगे और इसका उदाहरण चंद्रशेखर से बड़ा इस देश के अंदर कुछ हो नहीं सकता है जहां पर उन्होंने अपने लालच अपने अहम के कारणों से सरकारों का कत्ल किया था दूसरा एक मिनट दूसरा दानिश भाई एक मिनट दानिश भाई प्लीज लिसन मी मैं आपके भी बोला नहीं था दूसरा मेरा यह मानना है कांग्रेस पार्टी यहां पर आज बेचारगी की स्थिति में मायावती के सामने आखिर आपके लीडर क्या इस देश को यह विश्वास दिलाने के लिए तैयार है या उनके लिए तैयार हैं खाली आप लीडरशिप को क्या दे पाएंगे इस देश को आपके अंदर अपना विश्वास नहीं पैदा हो पा रहा है दूसरी बात आखिर आपको इतनी हायतौबा क्यों है क्या सिद्धांतता है नैतिकता यह कहती है कि देश के अंदर एक व्यक्ति को रोकने के लिए आप कुछ भी करने के लिए तैयार है कि देश की जनता समझ नहीं रही है क्या देश की जनता नहीं समझ रही है भतीजा हमारा जो कोalition था आप लोग सिर्फ 20 साल पहले अगर कांग्रेस राजनीति करते हमारे 4 साल हमने देख लिया है आप कुछ हासिल नहीं किया लोग परेशान हो गए बहस को बहस की तरह करेंगे आप बदल देंगे इसीलिए हम आपके खिलाफ खड़े हैं हमसे बड़ा देश है आपसे बड़ा देश है और आप
Why am I suddenly stumbling into the wrong channel? There's nothing. In a parliamentary form of democracy, coalitions are not any. There's nothing intrinsically against a coalition. Wait.
You will not call names to other people.
Yes, Sabha. Sabha.
Just very
So
important
I'm just playing
point.
traffic
The reason,
policeman here, so everyone doesn't speak
the reason,
together.
Vikram,
Sabha, one sec. Sabha,
the reason-
Danish Ali, Anubhav.
बात मैं कहना चाहता हूँ
Danish, one sec, one at a time. Let's all speak one at a
मैं
time.
बोल
We'll all
दूं
be able to
भाई?
hear each other. Sabha next.
Well, let me speak.
Yeah.
The reason, one very quick point, the reason why the regional parties are more important than the Congress in a fight back is very simple, Vikram. The Congress may win in the 3 states. I'm not ruling that out. But the Lok Sabha seats from there do not add up to what even Uttar Pradesh represents. Number one. Number two, the Bharatiya Janata Party already has strategies in place where it is trying to distance the assemblies from the projections of the Lok Sabha. So let's say Rajasthan, they'll say Vasundhara, but then Narendra Modi goes in and the margins were very large. So there are going to be 2 separate contests. So the Congress can revive itself and help in some chemistry. But structurally they are so weak in many places in the country that the regional parties are the ones with the clout to actually fight back. So let's understand this difference.
Yeah,
That is why they are more important
disagree
than
with that.
And
Congress.
it's an
It is a
interesting
middle class
difference.
mind that keeps on looking at the Congress.
And it's an interesting difference because that same, survey that I was talking about, actually, I mean, there's a widespread opinion that the BJP might be losing in the assembly election, but that same survey I was referring to actually has the NDA winning in Rajasthan in the Lok Sabha election, which may come as a bit of a shock to the Congress party in case that's,
Absolutely,
it's
yeah.
a survey, but
Yeah.
that's what it's showing. Danish, I just wanted to ask you again. At the end of the day, the fact of being able to put together a coalition. Now, we've just heard Sandeep Mahapatra and others saying that the Congress has a position of arrogance with its partners where it thinks it doesn't want them. How's your experience been? And is that something which you're going on telling? So, because you're a recent ally of the Congress party right now, are you working on them to say this is how an alliance has to be put together for 2019? And Karnataka obviously will be a test of that.
Vikram, people may say anything, but as of today's Congress, Rahul Gandhi's Congress has learnt a lot. I can say that much. And they are very open. We are running a coalition very smoothly. And there is, yes, in coalition at the local level, some problems are there. But at the leadership level of both the parties, there is 24-hour open channel and we are running it very smoothly. And I tell you, even with the BSP also, see, there are some local compulsions might have been there. But all the leaders of opposition parties, I reiterate it again, that they have a one resolve that they should come together to save this country, to save the democracy, and to throw out this anti-people government, BJP government headed by Shri Narendra Modi. अभी बीजेपी के प्रवक्ता कह रहे थे कि एक व्यक्ति को हटाने के लिए, अरे हम उसी व्यक्ति को याद कर रहे हैं जब वो कह रहे थे कि डॉलर के मुकाबले जब रुपया गिरता है तो देश की इज्जत गिरती है। मैं बीजेपी के प्रवक्ता से पूछना चाहता हूं, आज इतिहास के सबसे निचले स्तर पर रुपया पहुंच गया, 74 रुपया क्रॉस कर गया। क्या आज देश
इतिहास में सबसे बेहतरीन स्थिति में आज भारत की स्थिति है। दानिश भाई, आप अपने कर्नाटक की चिंता कीजिए, जहां पर आपने सत्ता की मलाई चाटने के लिए किस किस प्रकार से गठबंधन किए हैं। आप भाषा का ऐसा प्रयोग करेंगे तो हम इसका जवाब यहां पर प्रत्युत्तर से देंगे। भारत आज गौरवशाली भविष्य बनने जा रहा है, उस स्थिति में है। दानिश भाई, आप इस बात को समझिए। भारत
This is not the election campaign yet. Sorry, peace. This is not the election campaign yet. Anubhav ji. Let me let's go to Anubhav ji. Anubhav ji, overall, Danish. Okay, Danish, we'll find out. That's all stuff to be said in the election campaign. We are here just trying to analyze the numbers and trying to figure out how is it all stacking up and doing some of the arithmetic. Anubhav, आपसे बस यही पूछना चाहूंगा कि जो भी बहुजन समाज पार्टी ने जो निर्णय लिया है इस हफ्ते, वो इन 2 राज्यों तक सीमित है? क्या आप अभी भी समझते हैं कि जैसे दानिश जी कह रहे थे कि सारे जो ऑपोजिशन पार्टीज हैं चाहती हैं कि भाजपा को हटाया जाए, नरेंद्र मोदी जी को प्रधानमंत्री से हटाया जाए, क्या बहुजन समाज पार्टी अभी तक वही समझती है कि आपके विचारों में बदलाव आया है इस हफ्ते?
सभी लोग कहते रहते हैं कि नरेंद्र मोदी को हटाने के लिए सबसे पहले नरेंद्र मोदी ने 45 दलों का जो गठबंधन चला उसके कुशासन को रोकने के लिए सब लोग एक मंच पे आना चाह रहे थे। दूसरी बात, नरेंद्र मोदी जब 2014 में प्रधानमंत्री की कुर्सी संभालते उन्होंने कहा था जो 70 साल का भाजपा का सांसद होगा वो किसी जिम्मेदार पद पर नहीं बैठेगा। मैं भारतीय जनता पार्टी के साथी से पूछना चाहता हूं, मोदी जी 68 वर्ष के हो गए हैं, क्या 2 वर्ष के लिए देश को पूरा काम चलाओ प्रधानमंत्री के रूप में ये गद्दी संभालेंगे?
जब आपको
बहुत
जानकारी
बड़ा
नहीं है तो
प्रश्न
क्यों
ये।
बोल रहे हैं आप?
दूसरी बात, अभी
क्या आप हमारी इंटरनल मीटिंग में आते हैं क्या?
अरे भाई बहुत
आपको कोई जानकारी है? आप कुछ भी कह देंगे सबके हो जाएगा। अरे आप अपनी स्थिति को संभालिए पहले। आपको पिछली बार एक सीट नहीं मिली थी और आप यहाँ हुड़की दे रहे हैं कांग्रेस को,
इसलिए बाहर करा
जब आपको कुछ पता नहीं है, कुछ भी कहे जा रहे हैं।
वोट है श्रीमान,
आप अपनी मीटिंग की चिंता कीजिए।
बहुत पता है, बहुत पता है।
अरे आप चिंता कीजिए, मायावती जी पर सपा के लोगों ने किस प्रकार से हमला किया था 93 में,
सबके
गेस्ट हाउस कांड याद है? गेस्ट हाउस कांड, और उन्हीं के साथ आप जा रहे हैं मिलने के लिए।
Alright, look, we can obviously continue.
पता है सपा के गुंडों ने किस प्रकार हमला किया
If you
था?
are judging, okay, can I? We are reaching the end of this program. Juhi ji, one last quick comment from you on the Samajwadi Party, and I just want to ask you just one line.
Yeah.
You think you're going to repair your relation with the Bahujan Samaj Party?
I wouldn't
Or
use
is
the
it too
word
late?
repair. I think our relationship will get stronger as we get closer to the election, and you'll see a lot more developing as we get closer to the election.
Juhi ji, maintained relations with the BSP. Are you confident the Samajwadi Party is going to be able to do it?
We are moving ahead with the BSP and strongly so, and we hope the Congress realizes what she's pointing out and readdress those grievances.
So you think Mayawati is right in this case?
I said we've been saying politely the same thing, and we accommodated them hugely in 2017 and took the responsibility of the loss also. So that just proves what sort of leadership we have.
All right, fine. So interesting straws, lots and lots of interesting straws in the wind out here. Look, it's been a really interesting week. I can't reiterate this often enough, and by the way, I'm going to keep on reiterating all the way through to the 2019 election. So, you know, as I'm sure all political analysts are, the strength of a couple of these alliances is going to determine what happens, or may well determine what happens in 2019. So, we're going to continue to follow it. Next week, we're going to turn our attention to a couple of the specific states that are actually going for the assembly election. Let's look at all the data and the numbers and seeing how is it actually going to stack up in Madhya Pradesh and Rajasthan. That's when we come back next week. Do join us then.